Before I show you wood talk, I thought I had better describe what it is first. When I started working on this documentary on Ohio cryptids over a year and a half ago, I didn't realize all the knowledge I would discover. In the Bigfoot and Grassman areas, I had never heard of wood talk until I met Richard McCandlish. He was the only one I had heard talk about it. He described wood talk as the way these creatures communicate with one another by leaving markings in the woods with large or small sticks and branches, or sometimes stones. In his over 50 years as a Bigfoot and Grassman researcher, he has come to understand their communication. By spending time with Rich out in the field and interviewing him multiple times, I am more aware now when I am out in the woods where I live, here in northeastern Ohio, and everywhere I go. Here is Rich describing wood talk.
Like I said, I first came upon this when I was 10 years old. My adopted brother Rusty was the one who showed me, and he said, "You got to hear this." And as we were hearing it, he was showing me these things in the woods before we got there. He said, "Well, I wonder what put this here, and wonder what put that there." So as years went by, I was picking up and writing and drawing down what those symbols were, how they put their sticks, how this is. I come to find out it's like the wood talk, and there's all kinds of different hundreds of symbols. There's what we call wood talk that's up in the trees that you can see, or they're structurally built, sticking in the ground, and they cross things, put a bow on it, or they're also doing ground talk, which is like a shorthand.
Hello, and thank you for joining Exposing the Strange. My name is David Wolf. I'm here today at the Cuyahoga Valley National Park, not far from Cleveland, Ohio, where I found some interesting wood talk, either left by a Bigfoot or the Ohio Grassman. Let's check it out.
When you first enter the area, you have to be careful of all the pricker bushes everywhere. As you continue forward, walking into the area, you can look up and see the large X with the large branches in the tree. When you walk up to the one large branch, you can see that it is tucked in tightly into the other tree's smaller branch. That is a very tight fit. Now, as we push further on, the one thing I noticed was that there are tree branches holding back pricker bushes so that you can walk through. Once you come upon the wood talk, you'll notice that it is somewhat complex and did not occur with naturally falling branches or trees. The large branch on top points in a western direction. These branches were placed there together with the vines and are held tightly in place. Notice the small stick at the bottom leaning against the tree. This all has meaning, which we will cover in our documentary coming out next year. Here I am showing the scale of the wood talk and how tightly the branches are held together. I apologize, but I did not have an external mic on me, so the audio for this clip is too low to hear. Now, I want to say on more than one occasion, I have heard some knocks when entering this area. It did not sound like wood knocks, but more like stone knocks. I am out in the field here exploring at least 2 to 3 times a week, looking for more evidence of the Ohio Bigfoot and Grassman. If you live in Ohio and have had an encounter with a cryptid like Bigfoot, Dogman, paranormal activity, or UFOs, email us through our website at exposingthestrange.com.